Hi everyone, welcome to a quick announcement video. Yes, today I thought it'd be nice to kind of give a brief, kind of chat on the particular series that I kind of want to, go through here on the channel, and kind of rewatch, of course. It's a series that I'm about to show. That's how I've seen all of these films, these 7 of course, and yes, as a kid, and had a great time with a few of these in particular, and I thought it'd be great to kind of give a quick kind of update, of course, kind of announcement, just so you're aware at least, of my plans. I've done this with Bond, of course, as well. My re-reviews of Bond, which is of course still ongoing, and yes, that's kind of a nice thing to do. I think that I'll be doing with pretty much every kind of particular series of videos, for example, for example, Bond, of course, but there's many more, I plan to do here on the channel. And yes, I do plan on reviewing all of these films, starting, of course, with a re-review of the first in this particular franchise, of course, very popular franchise. And yes, today I rewatched the first, actually, so it's great to kind of, I wanted to kind of give this, a brief pre-series, perhaps, chat, and then, of course, re-reviewing the first, and then, of course, reviewing the other films. And the series, or the franchise that I'm referring to, is A Nightmare on Elm Street, and here is this wonderful box set that I kind of recently got access to. This isn't mine, it's actually my brother's, and yes, today we've rewatched the first film, and it's a film that I absolutely love, of course, and here it is, yes, this Blu-ray set, 5 discs, 7 films, and yes, of course, there's the back as well, and just a great set, and I think the Blu-rays, kind of briefly mentioning that, the actual Blu-ray transfer of A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first, 1984, the first one in the franchise, I think it's absolutely stunning, and this set really, it's just great to have. We used to have, or we still have, somewhere, the kind of DVD set, but yes, this Blu-ray set, picked up very recently, and I can't wait to kind of go through these films. I had a great time when I was younger, very young actually, watching these films. So yes, it's gonna be great to kind of go through these films again, and there's one in particular that I really am a big fan of, in terms of a horror sequel, and yes, it's gonna be great to do. I really look forward to doing this, and I think just, of course, kind of tributing Wes Craven. I do agree that one of at least the masters of horror. Actually, I think creating this franchise here, and yes, of course, to kind of go through and honour at least as well Wes Craven. Of course, he wrote and directed the first in the franchise. He also wrote the third, and wrote and directed and produced Wes Craven's A New Nightmare, so which is of course on this as well. And yes, all 7 of these films, we'll say now, I plan to review on the channel, and this will be probably every week or so, alongside Bond, which of course will be even more of a kind of a focus, really, I must say now, on this channel going forward. Not just reviews, of Bond, but a variety of different videos, or kind of discussions on Bond, and of course lists on the channel. And of course, speaking of lists, once I review, of course, re-reviewing the first, but reviewing the rest of the films, in this set, I will do an official ranking of these films, and who knows, I could talk about the remake and include that in the kind of ranking, but I'm not kind of decided on that yet. It's something that I don't know whether I'll do that, but for sure, I will be kind of discussing once again, of course, the first, and the rest of the films, the official 7 original kind of films in this franchise, this horror franchise, and of course, yes, honouring Wes Craven, a real brilliant director, I think. Such a kind of unique and creative individual. Of course, with Scream as well, creating that franchise, another, especially the first Scream film. I haven't really mentioned that before, but that's a great film. A film that I love, a real great horror in my opinion, and it's something that these 2 franchises, of course, very iconic, and it's just something that, especially with A Nightmare on Elm Street, something that's very enjoyable to kind of go through. And 7 is a nice number. Again, it could be 8 that I'd kind of discuss here in terms of reviews. But yeah, we'll see how it goes and see if I kind of have the kind of motivation or intrigue to kind of talk about maybe that film and include it in the ranking. Again, it'd be kind of in the spur of the moment. If I decide to kind of do that, I'll kind of maybe let you know as we go through these films. But yes, speaking on the 7 films, I really look forward to this. I think just Freddy Krueger is such a great character. In terms of horror, cinema. I think just really so unique and memorable, of course. And yes, just really looking forward to kind of going through these films again. Nostalgic for me, and I'm sure many more people out there as well. And I think yes, it's of course a very popular franchise. I think in terms of horror, franchises, this is certainly up there at least in terms of just enjoyability, preference, to kind of just memories of kind of watching these films. So yeah, it should be great. I can't wait to kind of discuss these films and starting of course with a re-review, real more in-depth kind of discussion of the first Nightmare on Elm Street film. And yes, I can't wait. I really can't. And just be great to, of course, hear your thoughts on these films. And I really look forward to, discussing again, the first and the rest of the films with you subscribers, of course, you viewers, and it'd be great to do. And of course, let me know your kind of general thoughts, perhaps, on these films if you're interested in talking about these films. And yeah, it's just a kind of a brief discussion, perhaps, maybe of your general thoughts, of this kind of horror franchise. And yes, do you own this set as well? Do you own a DVD perhaps? And kind of maybe just your memories of perhaps watching these films. Should be great to kind of you get kind of a brief chat, kind of pre-series, kind of discussion. And of course, this video is to kind of let you know, instead of just kind of jumping in perhaps and not kind of building up in that sense and kind of letting you know. I think it's great to kind of do this brief video here to kind of get that out there and just let you know that it's going to definitely happen. I think it could be in the next week. I plan to re-review the first film in the franchise, and of course going forward, as I say, roughly every week or so. It'd be nice to kind of a film a week at the same time as kind of going through the Bond films, etc., and just watching other films. So I think every week sounds like a great thing to do, actually. And yeah, I can't wait to kind of talk about these films and of course doing a ranking at the end. So that should be great, and it's a great kind of time, I feel, to kind of watch these films again. This summer, of course, is kind of a very nostalgic set of films. They're not all great, I don't feel, but really enjoyable. As an overall franchise, I feel this is just such a kind of unique and charming kind of experience to kind of go through these films and to get your thoughts as well. So yes, please let me know maybe your brief thoughts. Of course, just if you're interested in kind of discussing these films, just kind of a message here, quick video to kind of let you know at least that I will be going through these films very soon. Within the next week or so, I will be starting, with the re-review of the first in this series. Of course, watching that earlier today, and it was a great experience. Once again, and it's a film that I truly love. And yes, of course, the great Wes Craven to kind of honour him as well. So yes, something I'm very excited about, and of course I would like to hear your thoughts. Please tell me what you think of this franchise, maybe as a whole, and do you own this franchise? I think this Blu-ray is really great. This set, of course, and I can't wait to kind of see the kind of the rest of the films once again. And yes, I really look forward to this. So yes, just a quick video and kind of a quick starting point to kind of jump off of, kind of yes, go from there with the reviews of the actual series of 7 films, of course, maybe of course the remake. So we'll get to that, of course. We'll get to kind of ranking them at the end as well. So yes, I'll be back very soon. Of course, more Bond talk, as we know, coming very soon with GoldenEye, and yeah, really looking forward to that. And of course, yes, the first film in this set here, re-reviewing that. So of course, being a spoilers discussion, very heavy, it'll be on kind of spoilers. So of course, yes, kind of in-depth, talking on that film. But yes, going through this collection, this set, very excited, of course. And yes, kind of, yes, I guess I look forward to seeing you there. If you're interested, of course. So yes, as always, take care, and yes, thanks for watching.